Hello everyone, welcome back to this week's episode. And in today's video, I'll be showing you a couple different ways you could use the loft command in Rhino. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is open up our Rhino application and create a new file. So now that we've done that, I'm going to use both the polyline and polygon tool to create some closed curves. I'll be creating 2D geometry like circles, squares, hexagons, and so on and so forth. And you could do something similar with the polyline tool, either straight or organic shapes. Either will do as long as they are all closed curves. Really basic right here. I'm going to select the circle, Control C and Control V, copy and paste it in place, and gumball move it in a vertical orientation. And I'm going to type in our command loft. And right off the bat, and once you've done that, you can select either curve in any order. Once it does that, loft options, a drop down of the loft options will come up, and here you could edit the style, and that really only applies to lofts that involve more than one closed curve, which this cylindrical shape does not. So I'll do that right now. So we'll copy and paste this circle and gumball move it down, and I'll also scale it so that you could really see what I'm talking about. First, and right now we're going to select them in the top to bottom fashion, and here you could more clearly see how this style drop down could affect the geometry of your poly surface. And there's also an option that you can select for a closed loft, and this will automatically connect your first curve and the last curve you select. Okay, now we are going to do something similar with the hexagons, so I'm going to bring those out like I did with the circles, copy and paste them, and also scale down that middle hexagon. Now, adjusting the seam points could give you a rotating fashion. This can definitely be used depending on what you're trying to create. If you want a twisting motion along the loft, you could also create helical patterns. Here are just some other ways that the poly surface might appear with the different styling options and the closed loft option. Now I'm going to do a similar thing, just a bit more involved. Still very basic for what we are doing here. Just going to take this multiple-sided polygon and do what we have done just a couple more times. And it definitely gives a cool effect. Definitely looks a lot better than it did originally. And that is all just with one command, which is super cool. And it's an open poly surface, and like I've done before, I'm going to select the poly surface and use the command cap to create one closed object. And just for fun, just to show you some of the possibilities, I'm going to select all of these curves and place them on top of each other. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just for demonstration. And just like I did before, and then I'm going to loft all these. And this can be done because all of these are closed curves. It doesn't necessarily matter how many sides the polygon has or line work has, as long as it's a closed curve. And when we loft it, we get this funky shape. Even without adjusting the seam points, we get this weird funky shape. This is a really crazy organic shape, but it's all done using just the loft command, which is also pretty cool. But that'll do it for this video, and if you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.